Welcome to the Goblin and Ogre podcast, Zoomcast edition. Lee could not make it to record, so it's Sunday night again, and our number one six-man off the bench, Felix, is here. So you know what actually happened? This will give me a chance to like promote a coming episode that we're
Okay.
recording. So next week or this Saturday coming, if you're listening to this, we're
What about give
recording
the date? February 29th or something?
February 24th. It'll be
Okay.
recorded, but so you can actually come and watch or whatever, but it'll that episode will be released like the Monday after. So whatever
Mhm.
that is, like February 26th. Um, so on Saturday we're recording live at Keys Comedy Club with Key Epic, Key what's his name? Kavork, the
Okay.
owner of Keys Comedy Club. We're gonna do a podcast with him. But so what happened? He was supposed to record this past Thursday. We usually record on Thursday nights, right?
hmm
I don't have my good webcam anymore. I don't know where I left it. Uh,
Well, you look
so
better than me. I look like a Snapchat filter.
yours actually no, yours look good. Maybe it looks good
No,
to the other person and just to yourself. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Um, but
I'm too
anyway,
shiny.
that's because you're glistening. You lotion too much.
I gotta
Um,
be smooth.
but yeah, we were supposed to record on Thursday, and he, Kavork, had to cancel, right?
hmm
And this has happened before, a guest cancels or whatever, but generally you just do the podcast anyway. It is what it is, right? So yeah, Lee messages me. He's like, "Oh yeah, he canceled or whatever," and then I kind of want to get the wording right, but it made no sense to me. And you tell me if I make sense in my argument against Lee.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay, well, so because we were going to record at Keys also. Now that he's not doing it, and we were going to record before his open mic. He canceled his open mic too, so he was just not doing anything at all, right?
Okay. Very business savvy.
Yes. Now, to be fair, Keys is not that far down the road from where Lee lives. So we've recorded Lee's spot before. I
Okay.
asked him, I'm like, you want to just record at your spot? Um, and what the fuck did he write? Sick man,
Now,
most recent episode. Fuck, I can't. So yeah, he says, here's the story. So he goes, yeah, he's not recording, and he's canceling his open mic. So it's all like canceled, whatever,
yeah.
right? Uh, so I go, do you want to record at your place instead? Today we got to record, and he wrote, well, today's kind of shot. You want to record on Sunday? And I'm trying to understand if you had it in your head that we were recording and scheduled, and he was planning, and then around 3 o'clock, you find out we're not recording at like 7 or whatever. In How did today get shot? Like I'm trying to understand. He said it's like, well, he basically is telling me today's a wash. How is it a wash if you knew you were going to meet up with me? All you have to do is still meet up with me. I want Lee, if you listen to this, I want an answer to this. I'll probably ask him next podcast. I didn't understand it.
Maybe he had just like Kavork material, and then since Kavork's not coming in, he's
Oh,
like, oh man, everything
I
I was gonna
see.
talk about is gone. And what
Yeah,
am I
yeah,
supposed to do?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, he's like shit. I lost all my material and all Kavork related material. I'm trying to turn this light off to see if this helps the feel like I'm too white, too bright.
You think
That's
you're too bright? Look at me. I look like Barbie.
there's no Tamil Barbies. Um, yeah, okay, either way, but thank you for jumping in recording with you. I also tried to get
Oh,
Ian
anytime,
Fergus.
anytime.
Ian Fergus is apparently sick, and I
Also, Ian thinks I don't like him. I'd like Ian. Ian's great.
he still thinks you don't like him because of the butt incident in the hotel.
the problem with Ian is that Ian has apologized to us for that many times, and many times we've been like, "Yeah, it's been great," and then he proceeds to get blackout drunk,
Yeah.
forgets they apologized to us, and then keeps saying that we don't like him
Oh, I didn't even know about. That's
because
fun.
we met up at your birthday at the whatever Center Island.
Like 5 years ago.
No, the one last
No,
year,
yeah, the beach one. Yeah,
the
yeah.
one with the lesbians.
Yes. The lesbian beach vacation. Not vacation, what birthday. Yeah. Um, yeah, so he's sick. He goes to me though. I'm like, okay, well, I make a joke. I'm joking. I go, hey, do you want me to drop anything off? Like soup? Soup, I was serious. Or I go, or some beer, right? The beer
Yeah.
part is a joke. He goes, no, I tried that already. I drank a lot of beer last night. It made it worse. I'm like, why would you think that would make you better? He has a flu and he got hammered on beer.
I mean,
That's
I
not
can understand if you
recommended.
took like Irish coffee or some shit like that, but
That's why I told him. I'm like, you're
rum,
supposed to drink whiskey,
brandy.
not got hammered on beer with the flu.
You never know. It could be like Rickard's Red or like an amber beer.
Oh yeah, maybe those have a lot of barley. Those are nutrients that you need in your body. Yeah. So I had a couple things I was talking about. Since we're doing the Zoom again, I've prepped some videos and stuff like that.
Oh, fantastic.
The first subject though, do you know anything about the Shannon Sharp podcast thing? That's kind of like it's had a
Oh yeah. Okay, I know Shannon Sharp. I
yeah, of
know
course.
Ocho
Yeah, you're a football
Cinco.
fan.
I'm a big
Yeah.
football and I've listened to their clips on YouTube once or twice.
Right. And then he did an interview with Cat Williams. That shit went viral.
I did
And
not. I know it went viral. I didn't listen to the
you didn't
interview.
listen to it. Doesn't matter.
Right.
It
No,
went
yeah.
viral. For the most part, okay, I won't say for the most part, but the parts that went viral was generally because Cat Williams was talking shit about somebody, whoever,
Well,
maybe
I
different
mean,
subjects.
he is of that age and of that ilk. Like you have to remember, like Cat Williams comes from an era where they either die of crack overdose or they just go crazy. And
He's
Cat Williams just went crazy.
he's a fervent. I don't think I'm using that word right, but he's a strong denier of either being crazy or being on drugs. He denies he's never been diagnosed with anything.
He also got beat up by a 14-year-old.
Yes, he admits to that, but he doesn't.
I mean, it was on video.
He's not on drugs at all, he says. And also
Okay.
he has zero mental illness. Even though there
Okay.
is online recordings of one of his girlfriends from years back, way before this interview, saying he's diagnosed as bipolar. But oh, is it bipolar? It's one of those ones. One of the ones you know about, like we've heard about.
No, but I mean, like that could be just, an ex-girlfriend talking shit about her ex-boyfriend to get some 5 minutes of fame because she dated someone well known.
They
So
were,
you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
yeah, sure, but I think he's crazy.
I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
he's crazy. I get what
he's
you're
a
saying.
six. He's a 65-year-old black guy who's been touring and doing drugs and drinking for like 30 years, at
Yeah,
least
well,
30 years.
yeah,
It's gonna take
he's
a toll.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a fair point. No, this is actually a long-winded way to head to the end, which is then recently Monique also
Oh
gets the same
wow.
interview,
Okay.
does a similar thing. One thing she speaks on is her son. She has four sons. Yes, all four sons, right?
Okay.
But she has a closer relationship with three of them. She's remarried to a guy right now that she calls daddy all the time. Like she calls him daddy and she calls everybody, like anyone who's her fan or whatever, my babies, right?
Okay.
But then she has a fourth son, who's her eldest son,
Hmm.
that she doesn't talk to, didn't raise, and he doesn't talk to her. And basically
Okay.
mentioned him in the interview to explain, like, look, she's tried. I put it out there, you know, I've apologized. I've done what I could. And she's like, Shannon, you know, sometimes you got to hope that things will change over time. Basically, the idea is like, hey, look, I admit I wasn't there for him the
That
way he needed,
yeah,
but I've done everything I could to hopefully win him back, and hopefully he'll come back to me one day. Now I just gotta wait, right? He
okay,
came out with a video and basically explained that's not exactly what's
sure.
going on. Yeah, she hasn't really done much to try to win me back. She doesn't really do anything, but also I'm old. He's like 30 or something like that. He's like, I don't care. Um, but basically where this is leading to is it made me think of because they released another video after his video where they were kind of like blaming him for like, look, you did this, you took money or whatever, and it makes me think of do you know the relationship that like 50 has with his son?
No, I don't even know if 50 has a son.
Yes, 50 Cent has. I think he had a daughter now, another son, but he has a
Okay.
baby or a little kid. But
Hmm.
before he really got famous, he got a girl pregnant,
Oh,
and
mate.
he's had a son.
Most men do. Most men do.
Yes, that's how you gotta get women pregnant. That's what we're here for. Um,
Nah.
uh,
Nah.
um, uh, uh, he
In
got a girl
this
pregnant.
economy, come on. In this economy, come on.
I can't believe you don't know about this though. So he's had this son for the whole time we were in high school. We're listening to 50. He's got a son, right?
Okay.
Marquise Jackson, right?
Okay.
Marquise grows up
Hmm.
under his mom, who hates
Changes
50, has always
changes his
gotten
name to
money.
Mark.
No, no, no. He's Marquise Jackson. He bills
Ah.
himself as that, everything. But
Okay.
basically, he's
Okay.
gotten to an age, he's in like his 20s now, I think.
Yeah.
And he hates his dad. He's always hated his dad. His dad's
Okay.
perspective is, your mom took all this money. You guys could have a lot more money, but she let the well dry up, right?
Yeah.
I gave her a lot of money, so you get mad at her because she's. And also, he said in an interview, this is the nicest he's ever been. Is he said at a certain point you have to reach an age where it's like, look, I get it. He's a kid, and his mom is teaching him to hate me, so I can't hold him responsible. He's a kid, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, this guy's in his 20s now. If you want to keep believing your mom, then, that's not my problem anymore, right? You're an adult. You
Yeah.
should be
You're
smart
an
enough.
adult.
That is a fair way to put it. This has devolved now.
I mean,
He shits on
you
his
can't.
son in public now. And here's my question. This is a whole long-winded, our viewers are probably very annoyed at me. This is a long-winded way to say, do you think it's okay to dislike your kids?
Yes.
Now, let's take away the extreme versions of like your kid tried to kill you, anything like that. Your son is a pedophile, whatever. Just your kid doesn't treat you that well. Nothing heinous, but just not. Are you allowed to dislike your kids? Are you allowed to shit on your kids? Are you
Yeah.
allowed to?
100%. They're human beings. You're a human being. It's
Yeah,
normal. It's normal.
I know, but
Like,
doesn't? Are we taught you're not supposed? How can you dislike your kid?
no. You okay. You're not taught that. You're told that.
Yeah, yeah,
You are told that because you're a kid, and if you don't, you hear the truth, you would freak out and cry like a little bitch. So we tell you things to appease you, like we love you all equally.
yeah.
But 3 out of my 4 children make the bed, and you, little fucker, I have to do it for you. Who do you think I like the least?
You know where
You
you're
know what I
wrong.
mean?
You know where you're wrong though. You're not wrong
No,
about the
no.
ability to dislike your kid. You're wrong about who they dislike the most. I find for some reason the kid, and that's why they don't make their bed. The kid not making their bed, that's their favorite.
Not
You
at
are
that moment. Not at that. Later on, they
maybe,
have a story, and yes, there's like remember we remember certain things. We remember doing the same thing over and over again, and then when you stop doing it, you miss it, and you have a little nostalgia about it. Like, oh, I remember. I love my old car. When
yeah.
I had it, I fucking hated it. I got rid of it, and I felt really sad about it because every time it started, sometimes it wouldn't start. I'm like, ah,
Is that the same
it's like
reasoning of why like some people break up with someone and then miss them even though they broke up with that person?
exactly.
I
It's
never
just like a
understood that.
nostalgia. It's like well, because they break up with you, you don't break up with them.
It's true. No, that's not true. You know of one of my famous breakups, which we've
Oh,
already
it's
talked about in this podcast.
the
I am the
worst.
breaker upper.
The
and
worst breakup.
it's hard. It's hard. It's not easy to break up with someone. People think it's easy. You have to be a sociopath for it to be easy.
No,
It's hard.
it's not that hard.
It's
It's
hard.
not that. No,
Very hard.
no, no.
Um,
I have
I
a system, works every time.
what's your system?
I take them on a date,
Uh-huh.
then break up with them on the way to the date.
On
Yeah,
the
on the way to
way.
the yes. So it's early. Now
Okay,
we
yeah,
can go on the
yeah.
date.
Okay, let's role play. You're dating me.
Okay.
We're in
So
your car, I
so
guess.
yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I'll pick you up at your
pick it
place.
up. All
So
right.
you come out of your shitty apartment, right?
Okay.
And I meet you in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
front, right?
Hey,
H-
hey,
hug
babe.
kiss, hug kiss, open the door, let you
Yeah.
in, close the door behind you, get in the car, drive out, and then put the
Wait,
music on, and then we start off early. Begin like, listen, we gotta talk about
wait,
something.
what song is playing?
Depends on the person,
Yeah.
like whatever they're into. Like I've broken up to mostly like R&B singers, Usher, Tyrese,
Okay,
all
all right,
those
all
guys.
right.
Yeah,
Usher,
yeah,
Super Bowl, Usher.
yeah.
Oh my God.
No,
This is playing in the background. Oh no,
no,
ba,
more
ba,
is B
ba, ba.
side, more is B side.
Okay, okay, all right. All right. So we're listening
And then
to
you just pull off Band-Aid, do it right there on the way,
what do you say?
and they're
Tell me,
like,
break up with me. I don't understand. What do you say?
we're two different people. We're not like I'm not clicking.
No, no, no.
I'm
But
not
okay, the song is playing. I haven't
okay.
said
Sanker.
anything. Yeah,
Okay, we're driving. We're down the street.
yeah.
First red light. I'll be like, Sanker, it's not working out.
What?
You're a funny guy. Yeah, you're. I don't know. It's just not feeling it. Kind of boring. I'm just not getting that spark. I'm not gonna work and put more effort into something that I'm not gonna go anywhere. So I think it's the best. We just kill it. Now we have a choice. We can go have dinner, keep talking out, be friends after, or I can turn around, drop you home. It's up to you, but at this point, I don't see anywhere we're going together.
Okay. I got one critique. Your startup is, hey, I'm obviously not. It would be
Well,
Sanker. Be like, hey, Julie.
yeah,
Hey, Julie. You don't start with, listen, I've been meaning to say something to you. Let me turn down the music a little bit, or you leave that blasting like you
no,
got a
of course I do
subwoofer in the
all of
back.
that. You just put me in the spot like 2
Boom,
seconds,
boom,
break
boom,
up with
boom,
me.
boom, 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 boom. Hey, no,
Do a
you
little shoulder
okay?
shake.
Yeah. No, you don't start with like a, hey, babe.
How was your
I
day?
know.
How are you doing? No, because that can go badly really quickly. Because the thing is, they might tell you bad news, and what are you going to add on top of that?
Yeah, my dad just died. Oh,
So you do it, and then they say like, "Oh my god, this is a bad day. Like this
yeah,
is
yeah,
not whatever." Well, I'm still here. I'm still a good, you know, I'm still your friend. I still care about you. Hey, let's go to dinner. We'll talk about your shit. Go through your shit. I'll be your friend. And now she knows that. I kind of feel like there's no pressure now because she knows I'm breaking up with her.
okay, tell me
There's
something.
no mm,
How percentage? Let's talk percentages. What percentage of the women still go to the dinner?
60-40. 60
64,
do,
60
60 do,
do.
40 don't.
Really?
40, like 30% of the 40
Yeah.
actually asked me, drop me back home. 10% have actually just gotten out of the car and said, I'm walking home. And I'd be like, stop to the side, get up, follow for a little bit. Hey, do you sure? It's, we came out a block or two. That's a good 10-minute walk. It's kind of cold. I can drop you off. I asked twice. No.
Oh,
Okay, then I get in the car and then I go home.
that's also revealing because you waste almost no time. You're picking because if he's only a block away, you're only a couple blocks away.
Well, I
That
don't want
means
the like I don't want it to be like a weird situation where he's like, well, now I need to go home with the guy because it's like 5 blocks. I'm not walking that far.
I guess I'm just saying like say she lives in Mississauga and
Yeah,
you
I'm
are
not going
going
to
to a
Etobicoke.
you are going to a bar in no downtown. I'm thinking you're saying you got to break up with her before you hit the highway.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
reasonable. That makes sense. You don't want to hit the highway because then it's awkward to like get off in like Rexdale and like get back on to go the other way back to drop her.
She's waiting for the bus.
Yeah. That's why I broke up with you. You don't have a car. All right. So the other thing we did mention Usher. Super Bowl is the last time I saw you. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
my team lost, the
You were very
49ers.
sad. You
I
were
was very
very
sad.
sad.
I get into it. This is why like I don't watch sports really anymore, like
Mhm.
almost at all.
Yeah.
But I'm always taken back to the feeling of watching sports for like till like my early 20s. I was watching sports,
Yeah.
right? So I could, it doesn't matter if I haven't watched in 5 years. If I watch a game and I want somebody to win, it's so fucking deflating. It's
Oh,
like
but you got to admit that was a great game. That was a
it was a
great
great game.
game.
It was a great game.
You
We
you were
almost won.
winning.
We were so close to
Like,
winning.
1 second. One
One
second
second,
away.
literally 1 second away, which is have to be more soul crushing. But did you hear? I just
Mhm.
learned this. Did you hear about what happened at the celebration for the game?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna
Oh,
show
oh,
you.
like at the parade, you mean, with the
Yes, at
shooting
the
and shit?
parade. Oh, yes. So there
Oh,
was a
yeah.
shooting. There was a shooting at
Mhm.
the parade, which is insane to me. But let me
I mean, like
Gunfire at the
there
Super
were
Bowl victory.
yeah.
there were gunshots at Toronto parade when the Raptors won. Remember?
Was there?
Yeah.
I
Nobody got, but there was
I,
like
I was
they
at that
got
parade. I don't
yeah. Remember
remember.
there were people rushing out of Nathan Phillips Square. There was like a stampede, a rush, and they were like, "Oh, gunshots heard."
Maybe I got
And
out by then because I didn't stay that long. Like I was at the parade, I was having fun, but eventually, like me and Christian, we got in my car and we headed out. Or
oh,
no,
okay,
maybe I left him there. Maybe he's
no, no,
dead.
no, no. You because that's the thing is you couldn't have walked, or you couldn't have drove, so you weren't like in the parade,
Oh
like
no, no,
downtown core.
I parked somewhere
Hmm.
near and then walked into the parade area.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm mixed up. I wasn't at the parade. I wasn't at the parade. The night they won, I was out. I thought you were
Oh,
talking
oh
about
no,
that
no,
night. Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no, no.
The
This is like
parade,
the parade.
the officially sanctioned parade. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
So
going to
they
that.
when the bus came to like Toronto proper, Nathan Phillips Square, they were doing all the speeches and stuff, and then they heard boom, boom, like gunshots heard, and people dispersed,
Yeah.
and it turned out to be like one guy did have a gun, and he did fire it, but
Just
it
like
wasn't at
there's
people.
Yosemite Sam. He's just
You kind of yeah.
that's cool. That's a
Yeah.
cool thing to do.
No,
Uh,
no, it wasn't.
obviously he's in trouble.
No, oh fuck. There's so many people, man. So many people. That was pre-COVID, right? This is like
Yeah.
4 million people in Toronto just for that event. Or
Yeah,
something
but
mass.
we have problem at most of our parade, our whether our teams lose or win, we have problems.
Victory parade. And today, everyone is asking why. One moment, a million people were enjoying a beautiful day celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs' victory.
That's look
Look at
nice.
that guy. That guy with the flag is
I know he's so fucking happy.
man.
Like he get back, he's so
Next,
happy.
All units, shelter.
a million people were enjoying
Look at
a
this
beautiful-
guy. This guy is having the best time. I'd be
You know
so
why?
sad if
You know why he's happy? Is because he put money on that game.
you think
He-
so.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh yeah, 100%. I was so happy. The only reason I was happy because I had money on the game.
Kansas
Is it-
City, they needed this one.
That's the thing. It's like, what do you mean? They won last year.
I know, but the city has nothing. Who goes there? Let's go to Kansas City. Yeah. I don't think that happens a lot.
I mean, hey, there are rivals with baseball. Remember when the bat flip? That was against
No.
the Kansas City Royals, isn't it?
Oh, we don't talk baseball when Lee's not here. He gets very
Oh, shut. By the way, I think he's mad at me because I told him he looks more Mexican every day.
He does though. As he ages, he looks
getting more
more
and more Mexican.
he's got that look. You know, he's got that look.
He looks like one of the extras from Zorro. Do you remember the Zorro game?
Yes, yeah. The ones they were always slump-shouldered in the whole movie. Let's listen a little more.
beautiful day celebrating the Kansas City Chiefs' victory.
Oh, I miss Inside
All
Edition.
units, shelter in place. Shooter on west side of the Union Station.
Thousands were fleeing for their lives. One woman was killed and 22 people lay wounded. Police say the shooting was neither terrorism nor the act of a crazed gunman. One adult and 2 juveniles are being questioned. One of the juveniles was seen in handcuffs, and look, he's wearing a Patrick Mahomes jersey.
See, proof
Oh, it's that
positive
guy.
that Patrick Mahomes is a piece of shit. Because people who shoot people wear his jerseys. What a piece of shit he is. Patrick Mahomes. Who's that guy? I don't know. I played that all for the Patrick Mahomes joke. I listened to this whole thing earlier, and it's terrible. Um, I they shot a bunch. How is it not? They're like it's not a mass shooting. I guess then that's them saying there's a bad shooter. Because if it's not a mass shooting, they shot like what did they say? 11 people? I didn't listen really properly. But
One person got killed and 22 people were injured. He
20
didn't say 22 people were injured from
Oh,
bullet wounds or from the people running and then they
yeah,
fell
they're
and
injured
got
from
trampled.
yeah. Okay. Wait, the DJ was a woman?
The person who died was a woman. One woman died.
Yeah, they said it was a DJ that was killed.
No,
So that's their own fault for hiring a female DJ. He was probably so mad that they hired a woman DJ.
what? I mean, Paris Hilton's a DJ. A lot of DJs are women.
They don't count.
What is this sexist DJ talk?
I
that
don't
you all of
know.
a sudden-
I don't know.
By the way, do you remember that night we were in Ossington and we had this like?
Oh, I was
we
in
were
love with
trying
that
to-
DJ. I already know what you're talking about. That
Oh,
brown
yeah.
DJ, she's beautiful. If you're out there, I know I'm in a relationship, but I will leave my girlfriend for you if you're listening. Brown DJ from Ossington who
Circa 2010 to 15.
2010 she was cute. I don't know. There's something about like seeing a cute girl out of what you're expecting. Like look, female DJ's great. You just don't see them as often. So when I saw her and she was probably not even that good looking, I just was like, oh, you just thought it's like you go to the post office and the Canada Post girl is like cute. How is she really a 10? No, but you are expecting some postman guy and it's a cute girl.
You were expecting Adrian, and it turns out to be a cute girl.
That's right. Adrian Sawyer is what I was expecting, but it was just a mildly cute girl becomes a beautiful, beautiful girl. Like do you have mini crushes like in your
Yes.
life where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, there's the girl at the grocery store, then there's the girl at the thing, and you're not really interested in them, but it's just like you just enjoy it. That's my little.
There's one every morning. Every morning. I don't even know what she does, but she walks.
She's my. I
up
don't
the-
even know what she does. She's my girlfriend, but
She walks up the street to go to her job,
yeah.
and then I drive past her and turn right to go down the street to go to my job. So I see her every day just walking.
Yeah.
It's just walking, and I'm like, she's redheaded, and I'm like, she's cute.
Yeah. And you see them all the
How's your day?
time.
Oh yeah,
That's-
like sometimes I'm like, I hope your day's good too, and just keep chatting.
I don't talk to them. That's cheating. You're a cheater.
No, and she never hears me. I'm in the car.
Oh,
She's walking.
that's you imagining it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. No, I don't. There was one for
You're
a
too
bit.
shy. You're too shy to even talk to your imaginary girlfriend.
There was one for a bit when I first started working at my company, my day job or whatever. I was still taking the bus, and I had to take 2 buses. So that after I get off my first bus to change to the next street, that there was a stop there, and I would go there, and it coincides with my time. There was a girl. She was always on that same timeline,
Yeah.
and she really wasn't that good looking, and she was short and stubby and kind of Oompa Loompa-ish, but she had a natural oversized butt. Like it didn't make any sense, like from like waist to like it went like out.
Yeah. No.
Like
Yeah, I get it.
insane. And I used to like creepily stare at her. Like I couldn't, and I saw her all the time. And then I got my first, like my car, like my own car. I got my first car. And this meeting's already ending in 10 minutes. I got my first car, and that was a kind of I was happy to have my first car, but it was a sad ending to the booty that I would see every morning, Monday to Friday.
When you got your Phaeton, right? Or
I got a-
Passat.
No, Passat, the Volkswagen Passat.
The Passat. I remember that car.
I want to play at least one other. Oh, okay. So let's end on this one. This one
All
I'll
right.
play, and then we just talk till. I think we'll just go until the meeting ends and we get cut off, and that'll make sense. Okay, so we have a little update on a famous celebrity that I was surprised to hear about. Oh, it's got a little.
Making headlines once again, Rachel Dolezal, now going by Nkechi
Who is she?
Diallo. After
Wait,
posting
you don't know Rachel Dolezal?
No.
Oh, there's a little unpackage to go. I'll do the quick version because we only have like 10 minutes. Rachel Dolezal, she was the head of a sect or section of the NAACP.
Oh, who turned out to be like who
She
was white? Was pretending to
she
be
sold
black?
herself as black, but she turned out to be white, and she
Yeah.
wasn't really correcting people and stuff like that. She obviously gets fired from there. This is years ago. This is an update to what's going on with her
Okay.
right now.
So one of your earlier crushes. Okay.
Yeah. She's changed her name, by the way.
again, Rachel
Catch it.
Dolezal, now going by Nkechi Diallo. After posting explicit photos on
She's changed her name to Nkechi Diallo, which Diallo is also a famous prisoner of, I think, what was Diallo? Diallo's wrongfully accused prisoner. So like Wyclef has songs about Diallo, like different people mention Diallo. Like she changed her last name to a famous like she's going by Nkechi Diallo now. I think she's trying to lean more African. That makes more sense.
Okay. Well, if Wyclef sang about it, wouldn't it be more Haitian?
I don't know. Well, the Nkechi part is, I guess, what I was leaning towards. The Diallo, I guess, I can't remember if it was a Haitian girl. It was someone. It was a woman named Diallo. This is bad. Like
on OnlyFans shared on public websites.
Oh yes. So she posted. Rachel Dolezal's on. She's changed her name to Nkechi Diallo, and she's on OnlyFans now. And this is they've covered it. If you're watching the screen, but she's naked, holding
So hold
products.
on, how does an Arizona school fire her? Was she a teacher there?
That's what we learned. They hired her as a teacher, which you check those YouTube comments. The main comment is, "Why would someone hire her as a teacher?" It's so true. She's teaching Black history at elementary school. They hire every February.
The photos on OnlyFans shared on public websites. A statement from the Catalina Foothills District says in part, quote, her posts are contrary to our district's use of social media by district employees policy and our staff ethics policy, then adding confirmation that she no longer works there. Parents picking up their kids at Sunrise Drive Elementary confirm they did receive an email from the district.
It's concerning to me if it's going on. I would just need to know more context about it. Initially, I would think, that it...
She is white. I went to Diallo's apartment to see if she would speak. A neighbor let my photographer and me into the complex, but a man who opened the door said she...
Just in case you're just listening, a black guy opens the door at her supposed apartment.
Didn't live there. However, as we were driving away, we saw what we believed to be her car parked by the apartment.
Oh my God! Get
her name. News 14.
So they're proof, and it she might try to deny it, but they went to the supposed apartment where she lives. Black guy answers the door, says, "No, she doesn't live here." But as they were leaving, it parked in the apartment complex was a
Alexis with a license plate and catchy. Why would you go through the fucking trouble?
Vanity plate.
You have a fucking OnlyFans account and you get vanity plates.
She's fucking nuts because it's like, look, I get it. I could honestly, when I heard the story of her, I could almost I didn't understand, but I could, look, she's into a certain look, so she starts, molding a little, keeping her hair a little more frizzy, curly, then people start thinking she's black. She just doesn't correct him at first, and then you're in the lie at some point, and then you're full in it. If that was the story sold. But the fact that she would change her name to Nkechi, and she's not trying, I could even understand changing your name to get away from this so you can just go on with your life, but you change your name to, that sounds African to me. I don't know. Because it's two was it vowels? Consonants. Two consonants. I'm French. I don't know the words. Next to each other.
That's exactly why you don't know the words.
Two consonants next to each other indicates like some sort of other culture than like white.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like Russian, I'm sure they have that.
Oh, I don't know.
But
It's just the vanity plate.
you get a vanity plate and open an
Right.
OnlyFans?
Well, okay, that's the thing is, you get your do an OnlyFans. Yes, you want to promote it and shit, but you don't want to promote it like physically. You don't want people knowing that you're that person.
Well,
And then you're a teacher.
that's the thing is she doesn't understand. Like to me, it's like either go all in or all out. Meaning all out would be change your name, something reasonable, Stacy Carr, something like innocuous, right? Don't go balls to wall with Nkechi. You go Stacy Johnson,
Mary Clifton,
Yeah, whatever.
She works in accounting. You know her. Everybody knows her.
Yes. And you know what? She's an educator by like what she was before. So you want to go back to that. If you can convince someone to give you a job, they don't know because you changed your name. Perfect. You got a job, just stay quiet because you don't want to deal with all the hate. Stay quiet. But she doesn't. She's a contradiction because
maybe she needed that greenback, man. She needed that money.
But that's the thing. I don't have a problem with like a lot of these people. If you want to go all in, if you're a 15 minutes of fame person, that's enough to be like, okay, now I'm gonna go show my pussy on OnlyFans because I don't know about you. I want to see Rachel Dolezal's pussy. I'm not going to pay for it, but I want to see it. I'll see it. If there's a I'll watch.
Why?
And if you can make money, because there's something to see.
Why? I mean, there's a plethora of pussy out there.
That doesn't matter. I want to see different special, like.
I mean, whatever shapes and size. Okay, you want to see that specific. You want famous pussy. You want to see.
Okay.
Pussy. You want pussy with significance.
Tell me something. Tell me the truth on something. Tell me the truth on something.
Okay.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, because we only have a few minutes left.
Pull in.
Who? Imagine a girl who's a 10.
Yes.
A 10. Someone shows you a picture of her face, right? Maybe a little cleavage at the top, and it says, for $30, if you click on this, it'll open up and you can see her pussy, like a naked picture of her, right? 10. Yeah. Then if you take like who I don't think is an ugly woman at all, but not as sexy attractive, you take like Queen Latifah, so famous, but not she's not a 10. And it says, but if you for $30, you click on this picture, you get to see Queen Latifah naked and her pussy.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're clicking, which picture are you clicking on?
I honestly, I have to answer this question with a question.
Yeah.
And do you see the color of my skin?
Yeah.
Why am I paying $30 to see a naked picture of someone when I can watch it for free?
That's not. Look, you're paying. It's just like the gun to the head question. Okay. You gotta decide. You have to spend $30. That's insane because this kind of goes into what you said. You can see 1,000,000 10s online, but this is a chance to see Queen Latifah's pussy. You're paying for it. You're a fool.
No.
We're 1 minute left, so I'll give you the last argument.
Queen Latifah amuses me and entertains me in many different ways.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it for my dick.
Doesn't matter.
It does. Then why do I care if I see it?
Barbara Bush's pussy. It doesn't matter. It's about seeing Oprah. I want to see them all.
Everybody naked.
You can see lots of hot girls.
I can see there's so many hot girls. Exactly.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. We will be at Keys live on February 24th. Don't tell people things.
Don't pay for pussy.
February 24th at Keys Comedy Club. Come see us, or we'll release the episode after. At Fijo, are you gonna Twitch again?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm probably